Hey everyone, today we're doing 3.4, solving equations with variables on both sides of the equation. Okay, so in 3.1 through 3.3, we were looking at equations where we only had one x, and it was on one side of the equation. In 3.4, we're going to learn how to solve equations with variables on both sides of the equation. So when we have a variable on both sides of the equal sign, we want to collect all the terms of variables on one side and all our constants, which means the numbers with no variables, on the other. So let's look at some examples. So we want to solve for x. Example A, we have 7x plus 19 is equal to negative 2x plus 55. So what I like to do is box all of my x terms. So we'll box these guys, our 7x and our negative 2x. And then I'll circle our constants. So I'll circle 19 and 55. Now our goal is to get all of the x terms on one side of the equal sign and all of our constants on the other side. So I normally like to keep my x's on the left side, but you can choose anything you want. You can put your numbers on the left and your variables on the right, or vice versa. So I want my x's to go on the left, so that means I'm going to need to cancel my x's on the right. So to cancel a minus 2x, I'll have to add 2x. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. Now, since I canceled my variables on the right, that means I want my constants on the right. So I'm going to move my 19 to the right side. So on the left, our 19s cancel, and we're just left with 7x plus 2x. So we'll add those together. 7x plus 2x is going to be 9x. Again, our 19s cancel. On the right, our 2's cancel since we have a minus 2 and a plus 2. So those go away. And so we're just left with 55 minus 19, which gives us 36. And now, just like we learned from 3.2, we have 9 times x. Remember, the opposite of multiplication is division. So we'll divide by 9 on both sides. And we get x is 4. So I encourage you to do letter B on your own. It looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of simplifying before we can move stuff around. But try it on your own. Make sure you have all the variables on one side of the equation and all your constants on the other, and then solve for x. So I'm going to take this 3 and distribute it in. So we'll have 3 times x, which is 3x, and also 3 times 2, which is 6. And on the right, we still have 2 plus x. And now I will box all my variables and circle my constants. So now I need to get all my constants onto one side of the equation and all my variables onto the other. So I'm going to move my x to the left side of the equation, and I'll move my 6 to the right side of the equation. So on the left, our 6's cancel. On the right, our x cancels. And we have 3x minus x, which is technically 3x minus 1x, so we'd get 2x, is equal to 2 minus 6, which would give us negative 4. And then again, we just have 2 times x, so we need to do the opposite, which is dividing by 2. Our 2's cancel, and we just have x is negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2.